Hello class, this is chapter 9a assignment question number 9. So in this question we are going to study the sample mean. In this question we are given the population parameters, including the population mean, which is the average cluster level, 206, and the standard deviation of the cluster level, which is 35. So those two numbers are for the population. And then we got a sample which has 48 individuals. So this is our sample. Sample size is 48, and we are going to study the distribution of the sample mean. Okay, let's write down what we know about this question. So the population mean is equal to 206, and the population standard deviation is equal to 35. The sample size is equal to 48. Okay, so that's what we know, and we want to study the sample mean. We know the sample mean follows a normal distribution, and we know a normal distribution has two parameters. One is mean, the other is the standard deviation. So based on what we learned in chapter 9, we know the mean. This mean is equal to the population mean. So that's going to be 206. Standard deviation we have to do some calculation, but we have the equation, so it's equal to, so let me put the equation here. So it's equal to population standard deviation, which is sigma over the square root of sample size n. Okay, so if we plug the numbers in there, so it's equal to, let me copy this one and plug the numbers. Sigma, which is population standard deviation, so that's going to be 35. What is the sample size? 48. Okay, let me close this, and let me get some help from using the calculator. Okay, so it's equal to let me not use the calculator, let me use Excel. Okay, so it's equal to 35 over square root of 48. Okay, so we got 5.05. 5.05. Okay, so let me replace this one with 5.05. Now let's study the probabilities. Okay, because we are talking about a normal distribution, so let's get some help from StatCrunch. So let's open the StatCrunch. Okay, so stat calculators normal here. Normal is here. So let's enter the parameter. The mean is 206. 206, and the standard deviation is 5.05. So the first one is the sample mean is less than 209. The sample random variable sample mean is less than 206. So 0.5. And the second one, what's the probability that the sample mean is between 201 and 211? So we have to use the between. So between 201, 201, and 211. Okay, so we get the probability. Okay, and then we can follow the same way to calculate the part C and part D.